So today I'm going to be talking about homeschooling, as you saw. And so first, I kind of just want to set up how homeschooling works. And so, to be honest, there are so many different ways of homeschooling. It's kind of crazy. And so yeah, not all homeschoolers are like, not all of them do the same thing, and it's important to realize that. So for me, I do some classes at home, like textbook classes, and then I do some classes at a co-op, is what we call it. That's short for cooperation. And a cooperation is basically when a bunch of people get together to do something together. And so we all get together to homeschool together. And so there's a lot of cool classes you can take. There's a lot of homeschool co-ops in our area, especially. And this year I'm going to be taking classes like guitar and theater and speech and stuff there. And sometimes it's good to have classes that have a a teacher that is well experienced in that, and like in person, and like classmates. Some classes are great to have that, and others are great to just do at home on your own. And then I'm also taking college classes. I had been taking college classes at our community college, but as y'all might have seen in my I Got Accepted video, that I'm now going to Texas Baptist College, which is a part of the Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary in Fort Worth, and so I'm super excited about that. And yes, so those are like the three parts to my school this year. And so it's kind of just like a balancing of all that. And so this week was my first week of school, and I had my home classes and my college class, but co-op doesn't start till September, so it's kind of still getting there. Yes, okay. And honestly, this week I thought in a way it was like really easy, in a way it was like a lot. And I think it always takes a little while to get back into the groove of things, if you know what I mean. Like, get used to summer, you get used to school. Like, it just takes that getting used to. So, I'll get there. But I have been enjoying it. I like the classes I have this year. I'm doing American literature, American history, and psychology at home. And those are going great. And then my Bible class, I'm taking at the college, it's Old Testament 1, and wow, we're learning like a lot of like ancient history, as well as like just breaking down the verses and really understanding them, and it's super cool. And if y'all have any questions at any time, feel free to comment or chat and ask me, because I am here to answer y'all's questions. Okay. So, yes, my Old Testament class, I'm taking it online because I didn't want to drive that much, like 2 days a week, because that would be kind of taking away from my other classes, especially just for one class, and y'all, gas is still kind of expensive. So, yeah. It's different online when like the whole class is in person, but like a few people on Zoom. But I am still really enjoying the class, and my teacher's great. He's actually from Ireland, but he's been here for like 12 years. So at first it's like, I don't think he has an Irish accent. And then he gets going a while, and then you all of a sudden you hear it, and it's hilarious in a way. But it's cool. I'm glad he like has an accent. It's funny how accents can be just this blend of things. Like, one second you're American, the next second you're Irish, and like, that's completely fine. It's your accent. You don't have to be one thing or another. You just have to speak and communicate. And it's great. And he keeps things fun. And he's not trying to like get you. He like wants you to do well. And so that is what's awesome. I feel like I'm talking to myself, because you are. Hello, people. Come join us. Okay, so do you ever wish you had stayed in public school? No. No, just no. Y'all, I'm actually very afraid of public school. Like, not, but kind of. Like, it's just, to me, it's overwhelming and frankly a waste of time. And I much rather learn things myself than with other people. So I feel like a bunch of teachers and classmates would kind of get in the way. And y'all, there's like such big campuses. Y'all, going to co-op one day a week exhausts me. I can't imagine doing that 5 days a week. Like, no, that's just crazy. I don't know how anyone does that, but like, great job. But no, I'm gonna stay at home. Okay. I mean, I'm sure there's great things about public school, but there's also horrible things about public school, and I just love homeschooling because frankly, I love teaching myself. You know that, Mom. But I love you teaching me too, Mom, okay? So, I wouldn't want to leave you. No. Although, this is my junior year, so we only got 2 more left. That's kind of sad. But also happy. Can you believe I've come this far? Like, y'all, it feels like yesterday I was in kindergarten. Do you guys remember kindergarten? Kindergarten was fun. Except for when I had to change my color because I yawned. Never gonna let that one go. Sorry. I can't. Injustice. Okay. I'm going to show you my Bible, which I have been studying the Old Testament with, and my wonderful journal that I already showed you in my school supplies video. But I've been using this to take notes from the Bible and from my college lectures and stuff. And I have a lot of great notes here. And I'm so glad I'm doing it. It's really good for me. And then I'm also, whenever I read the portion that we're supposed to read, then I write questions or my thoughts down. And I even use a bunch of Bible references. And I think like it's helping me become so much more like fluent in scripture. Because I'm like trying to remember that. I'm writing it down. I'm like using it. I like now referencing things more because it's like so many times people are like the Bible says this, the Bible says that, but they don't actually have the reference. And I love them people that just like reference, and it's like, wow, you really know what you're talking about. So yeah, I want to know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I think that's really fun. And y'all, I love the maps we're doing. Maps are just so cool because like I can name every country in Asia and like place it on the map, but not ancient history. Like I don't know where those ancient cities and people groups lived. Like no, I know now. And so I think it's really cool and important to learn about that too, because that can make like so much of a difference and like connect so many things. And I'm kind of sad that only my mom's here. But I'm happy that you're here, Mom. Invite somebody else to come join us. Any more questions? It feels silly telling my teacher all about my classes. But I am quite silly, aren't I? Indeed, indeed. Okay, so I'm gonna keep talking because that's what I do best. Okay, y'all, I'm super excited for my guitar class at co-op, but I'm also a little afraid that I'm not good enough yet, but that is self-doubt. I'm going to kill it. Y'all want me to play a little for you? Yeah. Okay, just a little. Wait for me! This is my beautiful guitar that I got out of the trash and I've never played for y'all ever before, so here goes. I wonder how the sound quality is on there. Y'all, I have this new chord progression that I invented, and here goes. I forget it. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. C. I'm still getting there, okay? But honestly, I really love guitar, and I wish I had more time to play. I need to make time, but yes. And I've been writing some super cool new songs. I actually want to try writing a song in French sometime soon. I feel like that would be fun, and I feel like I've been neglecting poor French. But yes, I want to like write songs in as many languages as I can because I think that's super cool. And I think that some languages, like, there's a lack of like, I don't know, they need me. But y'all, I have also been playing piano lately, and that is also so much fun. I haven't played in years, and then all of a sudden I started wanting to play again, and so I like dragged the keyboard out of the closet and went for it. And y'all, that was great. Like, it all started coming back to me. I love that I can just sit down and like figure things out and just play around with it and have an amazing time. So yeah, but I love guitar and piano, and I'm trying to balance them both, just like I try to balance my languages. And eventually, I want to learn ukulele as well. I think that is super cool. I have quite a few friends that can play ukulele, and it's like, oh, I'm jealous. Because it's so cute, okay? It's so cute. I would play it for you if I had one and I knew how to play it, but I don't. And it's much more portable than a giant guitar. Not that guitars aren't portable, because they are. Pianos, on the other hand, are a little bit more tricky. Keyboards, yeah. I talk a lot. I've been talking for 12 minutes straight, and still only one person is here. Should I end this video? Not yet. Not yet. I have hope that more will come. Or not. Probably not. Grandma, where are you? Okay, that was, well, maybe Saturday at 10 isn't a good idea. Dad, you said it would be. Well, I know that some people are working. My brother. Not that he'd watch anyway. Ahora quiero hablar español, pero mi mamá no puede entenderme cuando hablo español, pero está bien. Soy sola. No, no soy sola. Estoy. No puedo hablar español. Quiero hablar francés. Je peux parler le français, mais je ne peux pas parler. Je ne sais pas que je veux parler. Je veux dire. Okay, like, I should totally end this. This was a failure. But it wasn't. Okay, give me another question. Anyone got any questions? I'm actually going to be playing soon for my youth group, and I'm really excited. So we're doing an open mic night, y'all. Open mic night. Isn't that cool? I'm tired. Do you get enough sleep? Like, that is important. When school starts, don't forget to sleep, okay? Drink water, eat food, and sleep. Don't forget that. And also have fun. You can't do all work and no play. Kills a teenager, right? Maybe not. Some people say my fun is work. I don't see it. Oh, now I want to go study. Should I do Arabic or French today? Or Spanish? Or all three? Todos. I've been continuing my language chart, but yeah. It is hard to do a bunch of languages when you're doing school and working and trying to make videos for y'all. So, 2 people? Hello! Welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. But yeah, it's kind of hard to... Oh, and you left. I made too big of a deal. I'm sorry. But what I was saying is it's hard to, when fit it in your time. But what I've been doing is trying to make sure I at least listen to some music at night to help me get in some listening, even if that's not much. And y'all, honestly, that's being kind of lazy, I think. But when it's all you can do, then do it, okay? If you can't fit anything else in, then don't worry about it. But when you can, like on the weekend, let's go, let's do it. But y'all, I still need to finish my video. And I'm feeling like I need a question. Preguntas para mí, por favor. Nadie puede entenderme. Nadie puede entenderme. Je ne sais pas. In my literature class, we're reading The Scarlet Letter. And I have to admit, I always imagined the Scarlet Letter to be like an envelope, a letter that you send to someone. Not a letter like the letter on my shirt, a letter that forms a word. But apparently I was mistaken because the Scarlet Letter is a red letter on her dress. I know, strange, right? But this book is actually really cool because it was my grandpa's book and his notes are in here. He read it when he was in high school. It's like, whoa, that's like a legacy. And y'all, I love the way it smells. What is your favorite class that you have taken before at co-op? Well, Mom, I do love all of your classes. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. My mom teaches ASL at our co-op, and yes, she's an awesome teacher. You should totally take her classes. But the favorite class I've ever taken, that's hard because, y'all, I've been going there since 3rd grade. And I forgot, was that like 8, 9 years, something like that? But, well, I didn't like my classes that well last year. But, like, what was okay, y'all, forensic science was a lot of fun. I'll say that much. Y'all, Aladdin year was pretty fun. Of show tunes. Music makers, I do love music makers. Y'all, I help with the little kids theater class. And y'all, those are such precious children. Y'all, they can be an absolute handful and wreak havoc, but I love them so much. And I miss them a lot. I can't wait for that. But the favorite class, it's so hard. I can't even remember all the classes I've taken. Honestly, I did like science topics with Miss Snyder. That was a lot of fun. And honestly, I loved every class I've ever taken with Miss Wilkins. Even helping last year in kid concoctions, although that was a little trying at times. It was fun. I'm so sad I'm not gonna have Mrs. Wilkins this year. But yes. And I don't know, I feel like I should have a favorite class, but I don't. Oh, when I was it like 4th or 5th grade, I took IEW like writing, and honestly, I think that made such an impact on me. Like, I think it definitely developed this like passion for creative writing in me from a little kid, and like just being able to write about anything, like, because we did a bunch of fun exercises where like sometimes you would read a story and then you'd have to take the keywords from that and then create a new story from your keywords and like retell it. And other times there'd be something like 3 pictures for each paragraph, and you'd have to tell a whole paragraph from one picture. But they always had you like do a keyword outline and then build a story from there, and I think that was really cool. But yeah, I love just being able to be creative and do whatever I want sort of thing. And yeah, I love writing, and I think that class made me discover that. I did I just take 1 year of that or 2? Maybe just 1, but I don't know. I think that was definitely, I think I'll say that's my favorite class I've ever taken at co-op. So I love writing. But who knows? I think I'm gonna love my classes this year. I'm hoping. Hope they go well, y'all. Nap time. Oh, if only there was a nap class at co-op. Oh. And my favorite class, okay, y'all. Last year I loved all my classes except for Algebra 2. Praise the Lord, I'm done with that. Algebra was just not my thing. There's too many rules to remember, and the math was just most often too pointless. If you know what I mean? Yeah, but this year I'm taking Foundation in Personal Finances and Math Lab. And I feel like those will feel like much more practical purpose in my life, and I'll enjoy them much more because of that. So yeah, the sun just decided to come out. I'm sorry, I'm just like shining. Okay. Yes. So, do you have any more questions? No? I hear you. Well, then I think I'm going to end this video now. Oh, wait, there's another person. Do you have any questions? Herm. Either you're slow at typing or you don't, and you're really confused. Hi, I'm Kinsey, and this is Quilter Journey. I'm supposed to say that at the beginning. Ha. Well, here I am. Oh, takalam. You're great. Keep going. Thank you. Keep going on what? Like playing guitar or talking? And what do you want to know about? Like homeschooling or languages? Or just my life in general? I am confused. Tell me more. Dime más. Okay, keep going. As in, like, words. Words aren't sense, but here we are. I'm going to tell you that I love to read. I've recently found a new passion. Not new. Y'all, oh, the sun. I have recently started reading again. When I was little, I loved reading. I read all the time, so much, and it was amazing. I loved it. But as I've gotten older, I've gotten busier, and I haven't read as much, and that's sad, because you can learn so much from reading. Really? That means a lot. Thank you. Okay, I'll just keep going. I'm confident. Okay, so I've learned so much from reading. Honestly, I think that, yeah, it's helped my vocabulary. You read old books, you learn new things, and you can learn so much like from a book, whether it's English grammar, life's concepts, actual facts, and it is so cool. History, when you read old books, like you learn history better that way, I think, than you could any other way, because that's the closest you can get to like living that life. And so that's what I love about reading. There's just so much you can get from it. And yes, so I have been reading The Prairie Legacy by Janet Oak. Janet Oak or Jeanette? I don't know. I always say Janet, but then I thought the T-E. Okay, so yes, those are really good. It's like, have you ever heard of the Love Comes Softly series? It's like the continuation of that. So yes, there are 4 books of the Prairie Legacy, and they're great books. My grandma gave them to me when I was maybe like 11, and I read them back then, and then I read them again after I read the Love Comes Softly series, and I'm reading them again now, and I do love them because it's funny because I relate to them in different ways than I did when I was younger. But they're still such great books. And I love that some books like stop when people like fall in love and it's like happily ever after. But then others like this one like keeps going with the married life, with having kids, with like the struggles that you're gonna endure in life. Like it isn't always happily ever after. It is we're gonna keep going and we're gonna keep fighting till the day we die and God is in control sort of thing like that. And it's really cool. So reading I highly recommend, and it's so relaxing. So do y'all have any questions about that or anything else? The other book I'm reading for my school classes for history, I'm reading The Witch of Blackbird Pond, and it sounds kind of creepy, and it's not really. It's quite interesting because it's kind of during that time when in like the New England area they were like condemning a lot of people as like women as witches, and it's hard to know like were they really witches or not like back then. And that's what I'm reading to find out, because I think sometimes they were overly harsh and judgmental, and but like the fact is like things like that do exist, and like Satan worshippers are out there and stuff, and like you want to be careful not to like deal with that. So I don't know. I'm interested in finding out where these books take me. Is there an interesting point in history that I don't actually know that much about, like what it was like back then? Do you? If you could time travel to any time, when would you go? That's for y'all to answer, okay? So type it in the chat and let me know. See, for me personally, I think that is a super hard question. I would say I don't even know. How do I expect y'all to answer if I can't? I think it would be really cool to like go back to like the beginning, like creation, but also like in like Mesopotamian stuff. Like I don't know. There's so many eras, and like to me, like I want to go so many places, and I think like well, time travel may not be possible. Like, I just want to travel the world. I feel like that, like, you kind of travel in time doing that. Some countries feel like they're in the past, some countries feel like they're in the future. I think that's all great. Yes, definitely. You do understand more when you grow up. But I think there's also things you understand less. Like, I was reading the beginning of the books. We're talking about the period legacy. And she was like 11 or 12, and she was like this super rebellious kid and didn't want to obey her parents and just wanted to have fun. And what? And that was hard for me to relate with now. Like, to me, like, if I have friends that are like trying to manipulate me, I'm just like, no thanks. Like, see ya. Sort of thing. Like, I don't think I would go along with that just to have fun. So yeah, I think we change, and it's interesting to see that change. And then, what qualities, what did that say? What qualities do I think would be hard for a homeschooler to develop at public school? It's gone. Oh, homeschoolers develop that would be hard to develop as public school students. Oh, I get it now. So I think that it might be hard for a public school student. I think they're used to having things like so much told to them and like planned out for them. Y'all, I'm not really public schooled, so I can't say. But I think that homeschoolers, most homeschoolers do have a little bit more. They're used to just not going to school all the time, not seeing their teachers every day of the week, kind of doing things on their own somewhat. I think that can be good in college. And public schoolers, I don't know. I think they're used to going to school more, which could help. I'm kind of confused, okay? What's happening? I don't get the question, but okay. It's gone again. I think also like reading and stuff. Like homeschoolers, oh, I realized. So, as a homeschooler, you learn that you don't need a teacher to teach you. Especially in this modern age, there are so many books and so much on the internet that you can literally learn anything you want to learn. Some things are better to have a teacher to teach you. Like, I hear violin might be one of those things. But you can learn so much. And so yeah, a lot of my classes I just sit down and read the textbook. My mom reads it with me and stuff sometimes, but like it's not like the knowledge that comes straight out of her brain to my brain sort of thing. It's like books and websites and videos on YouTube can teach you things that you didn't think they could, sort of thing. So that is super cool. I think that is it. That's one of the main things is like not the lack of dependency on teachers that homeschoolers can develop that like you know what, I can do this, like I don't need nobody, I got this. Mom's like, oh, she's too independent. Yes, sometimes I am. I'm sorry. Any other questions? To me, I time travel every single time I read a book. So if you want to time travel, that's a great way. And honestly, I wish that I could just spend the rest of my life learning things with books. But things get busy, you have to have jobs and do life and people and stuff. So obviously that can't happen. Dad? What qualities or attributes do you think homeschooling strengthens in you? Maybe my independence, my self-motivation. But honestly, I don't think homeschooling makes me. I think I make homeschooling, if that makes any sense. Like, homeschooling is obviously different for everyone. Like, homeschooling doesn't just generally strengthen, but like, obviously, yeah, in me it does some things. But honestly, it can also strengthen my laziness because sometimes I do school in bed and stuff, and I don't want to go to school every single day of the week. So that's honestly a true answer. Yes, I said honestly. And but anything else, I think yes, it does. I like having the freedom to like go for a walk. Because I think so many times we can get bogged down with school and just like focusing and sitting in a chair or bed or something for hours. And it's like, go for a walk, clear your head, get a new start. You can do this. But yeah, also time management skills. If you don't manage your time well, it's gone. You're gonna lose it. Okay, so I think that was an awesome video, and if y'all don't have any more questions for me, then I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. And if you are watching this later and have any questions, feel free to comment them and I'll be happy to answer them. And let me know if you want another live stream or not. I feel like this was a little bit of a fail, but I enjoyed it anyway. And I hope it helps someone out there, okay? So, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Au revoir.